Imagine this. It's a dark night in a small village in Iraq in March 2003. A mysterious man is hiding underground in a small hole, the top of which is covered with foam. Suddenly, all the streetlights in the village go out. Within minutes, hundreds of American soldiers surround the village. One of the soldiers approaches the hidden hole and discovers a rope, leading to a concealed entrance. As the soldiers prepare to throw in a grenade and storm the place, they suddenly freeze. Two hands emerge from the hole. A bearded man slowly climbs out, raises his hands, and says, "My name is Saddam Hussein. I am the president of Iraq, and I wish to negotiate." The American troops seize him immediately. Soon after, U.S. President George W. Bush joyfully announces, "Ladies and gentlemen, we got him." You may have heard this dramatic story through countless short videos or memes on the internet, or you might think you know the entire incident. But the truth is, you've never heard the full story, because for years, it remained hidden. In this video, we're going to reveal the untold story of how Saddam Hussein was captured from his secret hideout and later executed. To capture Saddam Hussein, the United States and its allies launched a full-scale invasion of Iraq in March 2003. President George W. Bush declared, "My fellow citizens, the United States and coalition forces have begun military operations against Iraq. Our goal is to disarm Iraq, to free its people, and to defend the world from grave danger." The U.S. claimed Saddam was secretly stockpiling weapons of mass destruction. But to this day, no such weapons have ever been found. Still, at the time, the American government declared to the world that the presence of these weapons was certain. The war progressed rapidly. American and coalition forces advanced toward Baghdad. Tragically, in just 3 weeks, the Iraqi capital fell. But Saddam Hussein was nowhere to be found. U.S. soldiers declared victory in the heart of Baghdad in front of a massive statue of Saddam. Initially, they raised the American flag, which sparked outrage among Iraqis. Realizing the symbolism, they quickly replaced it with the Iraqi flag. Yet still, Saddam remained hidden. Capturing Saddam Hussein and his top officials became the U.S. military's primary objective. They created a deck of playing cards, each card bearing the face of a high-ranking member of Saddam's regime. Saddam himself was the ace of spades, the top target. His two sons, Uday and Qusay, were also among the top-ranked. The U.S. military launched operation after operation, but months passed without any leads. Eventually, the U.S. government announced a $25 million reward for Saddam and $15 million each for his two sons. This was a major incentive. One day, a man from the city of Mosul approached a U.S. military base and claimed he had given shelter to Saddam's sons, Uday and Qusay. Though skeptical, the American military launched a raid on the man's house the next day. To their surprise, it was true. Uday and Qusay were inside, but the two refused to surrender peacefully. American forces opened fire. The confrontation intensified, and more troops were called in. Eventually, both sons were killed in the fierce gunfight. Still, there was no clue about Saddam's whereabouts. Was he alive or already dead? Shortly after his sons' deaths, Saddam Hussein released an audio recording mourning their loss. This confirmed that he was alive. It also gave American forces a new lead. The U.S. government then increased the reward, offering $30 million for information leading to Saddam's capture. Driven by the reward, more Iraqis began sharing secret intelligence with American forces. Eventually, even some of Saddam's former bodyguards and associates provided crucial information. One of them revealed that Saddam was hiding in a small village called Ad-Dor. Acting on these tips, U.S. troops launched an immediate raid on Ad-Dor. They searched 2 farmhouses, but found nothing. Then a man named Muhammad Ibrahim pointed to a patch of land near a secluded house. Soldiers discovered a rope, leading to a hidden underground chamber. As they prepared to attack, it happened. 2 hands emerged from the darkness. The man introduced himself as Saddam Hussein. The U.S. troops captured him alive. President George W. Bush later announced, "We got him." Saddam Hussein's capture became one of the most dramatic stories of modern history. Yet, even after his arrest, the war in Iraq did not end. Instead, the country descended into even more chaos and destruction. Today, we all know the state Iraq has been left in. The original reason for the invasion, weapons of mass destruction, was ultimately proven to be false. And though Saddam Hussein was captured and executed, many now question whether the war, the suffering, and the devastation that followed were ever justified. The story of Saddam's underground hideout, his dramatic arrest, and his eventual execution has now become a symbol of how truth can be buried until it can no longer be hidden.